This meeting is being recorded.
What's going on, everybody? This is Kelsey, and I am so excited to pop on with Kelsey and interview her today. She started with us just a few months ago, but has already seen crazy progress and just been a really great athlete overall. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions just about your experience and kind of what led you down this path, and just have a really good conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So first things first, what made you initially wanted to start with Evolve?
So, couple things. One, I am a competitive Olympic weightlifting athlete, which means that I have to weigh in before I compete. And it became very hard to be a 64, which means I weighed like 140-ish pounds. For my last couple of meets, I had to cut, I don't know, a kilo or two, and it was just excruciating. And I didn't want to have to go through it anymore. And I finally said, you know what? I really just want to go up a weight class, but I don't want to go up a weight class and just have some extra fluff on me. If I want to go up a weight class, I want to be strong in that weight class.
Yeah.
So it's really about how am I going to do that? But also, I have seen kind of like steadiness in my training before Evolve, but I hadn't really had any major growth, any PRs, anything like that in the last couple of years. So I was really just looking for something new too. And then actually Coach Emma, I saw her before and afters, and I saw she had tagged Jen in them, and I did a little bit of creeping, and I was like, Jen works for Evolve. I guess I need to chat up Evolve. So
Cool.
Landed me in a conversation with Kayla on the morning of a meet.
Yeah, right. Literally the commitment. I mean, she was like, yeah, I'm competing today. I'm like, oh, okay. I also wanted to note that you are also a coach. Like you're a Olympic weightlifting coach. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's really cool that you were like, hey, even though I am a coach, I still know that I would benefit from some extra help.
Oh, absolutely. I think for me, it is, I know what to do, but I'm not very good at holding myself accountable. So that accountability, even coaches need that coach to check in with once a week. So Ian can say, hey, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing if you want to succeed at those goals. Because I just don't do it on my own.
Yeah, totally. And I can relate to that as well. Definitely having that accountability person is everything. Especially as a coach, you know, you're holding other people accountable all day. And so like, you need that person for you. So cool. Okay. So you're in Evolve. What successes have you had so far?
I mean, honestly, I am like pretty ecstatic that I'm eating almost 2,300 calories and really haven't seen, I've seen a bunch of gain in strength. I've seen gain in definition in my arms and in my back specifically. And there really hasn't been an uptick in the scale, which is huge because I thought that my maintenance number was significantly lower than that.
Wow.
So
crazy. That's amazing. Not at all jealous. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's freaking awesome. So you're eating more, you're moving more weight, and you're like still looking like aesthetically like how you want to, which is great. I love that, man. I love that. A lot of people think they have to eat like super low calories. You know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have super low calories and then expect to perform really well because you need to be fed. And so that's really cool that you've been able to like be a testament of what it means to fuel your body, which is cool.
Absolutely.
Cool. So those are the successes that you've had. Any challenges so far along the way?
So one thing that's a little bit silly, because my carbs and my fats are higher, I have a hard time hitting a higher carb and fat without going over in protein. So that's taken a little bit of figuring my day out. I think my biggest challenge, which I haven't quite hit yet, but kind of knowing that I'm going to go into as a female, seeing that number go up, being concerned with, hey, I'm about to bulk. And I asked Ian to do it as lean as I possibly can. But the reality of me being a coach and knowing how that works, I'm likely going to get a little bit of fluff. My pants are going to get a little bit tighter. And I know that the goal is to be that strong 71, and that's part of the process. So I kind of foresee that as what's coming up, and I may at some point freak out about it, and I just have to kind of talk myself down. Like, it's okay. Like, you got 8 more months to work on this. We can cut if we want to after that, like part of the process.
And honestly, what you just said is the reason why it's so hard to be our own coach. We are the worst. We are our own worst enemy. If you saw that scale go up, you'd pull out. Like, you would be like, no, I don't want to do this. I'm fine. I'm fine. But Ian's going to be really great at holding you accountable to the bigger picture, that bigger long-term goal, which is huge, because if it were just you, and I've tried to bulk on my own too, and I'm just like, this is too much. It's too stressful. So having that other person is going to be key, and Ian's going to be the best fit for you to kind of help with the mindset of it all too. So.
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, I feel like the whole point of having a coach is them teaching you enough so that when your time with them is done, that you can do it on your own. They've given you those skills to be able to do it on their own. I've done maintenance on my own. I've done cutting on my own. Like, I could do those things because I've done them with a coach before. I've never bulked on my own. So that was also part of, I need Evolve's help because I've never done this before.
Yeah. Wow. I love that. So going into kind of like, hey, looking into Evolve, looking into getting coaching for yourself, did you have any fears or reservations about like the initial investment into like yourself?
I mean, I'm not going to lie, a good coach is not cheap. I guess I rationalized it by 2 things. One, I was paying quite a bit of money for a gym membership. And on top of that, a lot of times I was paying for a nutrition coach. So those 2 things that I'm no longer paying for, okay, I can get it all in one for Evolve, and it's all one price, like, and I'm still not spending as much money. So like, we're good. But 2, and I was probably more importantly, I was actually just talking to Ian about this yesterday. Genetically, I don't have the best background. I had hypertension diagnosed at 22. Just don't really have great heart health, and was like, listen, I need to make this investment in myself, because if I have any hopes of leading a healthier lifestyle than other people in my family, this is what needs to happen for me as a person. Wow. So it just kind of this, as much as it might in some ways hurt a little bit to be spending this money every month, I'm getting a lot out of it. So it's worth it to me, because I know that in the end, it's going to pay dividends to me to be in my 20s and taking care of myself and learning those things for longevity.
Right. Wow. I didn't know that. That's wild. That's wild, man. Yeah. Like taking care of your, I mean, it's so much more than just like, okay, performing well and looking well, but like the health and longevity of it. So that's great.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, and it's something that I try to kind of with my athletes at the gym, like instill in them, like, listen, you as an athlete in your career are going to have difficulty. You're going to probably get injured in some way, shape, or form. We need to play the long-term game. So what's going to keep you the healthiest, both nutrition and training, mobility, massage, take care of your body, because if you have hopes of doing this in the future, you need to.
Right. Yeah. Any good coach is going to put your health first before performance. And so I love that. So cool. Any like ending remarks, anything that you want to say to somebody who might be like on the fence about joining, or maybe somebody who's like, I don't need a coach because I am a coach, or, I can do it on my own. Anything you want to say just to end it off here?
There's just the community, and the constant accountability is really key. I mean, not only do I have access to Ian during our check-ins, but like, honestly, like last night I was joking around with him because I struggle to get my fat in, and I sent him a picture and I was like, haha, this is what I'm eating to get it in. Like, you have this support system for you. I mean, I'm not going to say if you're up at 2:00 in the morning that someone's going to text you back, but you have like a constant person in your pocket, access to your coach. So that's huge too, that you have somebody who can help you pretty much at all times.
Yeah, support is key. Support is key. Well, girl, this has been an absolute awesome interview. Like, it was so great to talk to you, just to see how you're going ever since you signed on. How long have you been on with us now?
I think, was it June or July? I think it might be July.
A couple months.
3-4
Yeah.
months,
So
June or July.
Yeah. And you're with us for at least a little bit more. So I'm excited just to continue to see your success. Ian raves about you. So
I'm excited too.
All right, girl. Well, thank you so much for popping on here. Hopefully this helps people and inspires them. And I appreciate you.
Awesome.